Currently, the Boston Celtics are experiencing an impressive winning streak, with 7 victories in a period that could prove crucial for the team as they approach the playoffs. However, concerns regarding the injuries of key players persist. It is essential for the entire Boston Celtics roster to be in excellent condition as they near the final phase of the season in the coming weeks. Officially, we are in the countdown to the end of the regular season, with 9 games still scheduled. It seems that the team is delivering its best performance precisely when it becomes most crucial. Nevertheless, they remain in second place in the Eastern Conference, behind the Cleveland Cavaliers, which might, in fact, benefit the Celtics as they have excelled in away games. Recently, they managed to defeat the 10th-place team in the Western Conference. Despite their victorious phase, there are still significant concerns about the health of several key players. At this point, let's analyze these issues with a special focus on 2 athletes. Over the last 2 weeks, both have faced concerning injuries, and it is essential to assess how they are performing with 9 games remaining in the regular season. One is dealing with a knee injury, while the other suffered an ankle sprain in a recent game. Starting with the athlete who is dealing with a more prolonged injury, he appears to be in good shape. He has participated in only 2 games since being initially diagnosed with a knee impingement, having missed 3 consecutive games. However, what he demonstrated in the last match indicates that, even though he may not be in his best state, he is still fully capable. He scored 24 points in 28 minutes of play, recording 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and a shooting accuracy of 7 for 15 from the field, including 4 for 9 from three-point range, which is quite impressive given that he typically does not attempt many long-range shots. The last game highlighted that even when he's not feeling entirely well, he can still perform at a high level, scoring 24 points in just 28 minutes, along with 5 rebounds and 3 assists. His shooting stats were 7 for 15 from the field and 4 for 9 from beyond the arc, which is notable, as he usually focuses on closer range plays and mid-range shots rather than long-distance attempts. It is important to highlight that this player achieves all of this while recovering from a knee injury and maintaining a 14-hour fast daily, meaning his body is under considerable stress at this time. He is likely to face tough days and may not feel entirely well, but the determination he is showing is generating hope among fans. Even if he isn't 100% during the playoffs due to his injury, he is still capable of playing and contributing impressive numbers, even with his teammates sidelined. My overall impression is that he is extremely resilient, a strong competitor who is managing to fast, recover from an injury, and help his team win while his star player is resting. Recently, he shared some insights into his current condition, acknowledging that he is not in full form, but is mentally pushing to align his confidence and physical state with the demands of the game. He mentioned that he is still in the recovery process and is gradually returning to full strength, even with limited minutes played. He noted that he is making progress, and while his body doesn't feel entirely right yet, his performance in the last game showcased his potential. There was a moment in the game that highlighted his skill, with a fantastic fake followed by a powerful dunk, indicating that his knee is responding positively, even though it is not fully healed. This should undoubtedly create optimism as we approach the playoffs. Despite still dealing with the injury, he is proving he can continue to perform at a high level, which is the most important thing. It's encouraging to see that the coaching staff is managing his minutes prudently, avoiding long stretches of play in each game at this point. As we approach the playoffs, there's plenty of encouragement, and it is evident that, although he may still be dealing with a persistent injury, the most crucial thing is that he can play. The careful management of his minutes by the coaching staff is much appreciated, as there is no need for him to play 42 minutes every night, especially against a team sitting in 10th place in the Western Conference. This situation brings a new challenge in his rehabilitation, as he has never faced a knee injury of this nature in his career, which is significant considering he is about 28 years old and has dealt with other issues throughout the season. However, this knee injury introduces a new rehabilitation process, compounded by fasting during Ramadan and his commitment to helping the team secure victories in the last 9 games of the season. It is clear that, even though he is not completely 100%, he still has the ability to perform at an exceptional level. Therefore, it is important to recognize these efforts. Now, moving on to talk about another player, the official opening day of the baseball season has arrived, and long-term projections have been made for the upcoming games. There are expectations for certain athletes to achieve specific statistics throughout the season. If there is an intention to make personal choices, it is easy. Downloading the app related to these projections and using a promotional code could be advantageous. As everyone knows, there was a situation where a player did not participate in a recent game after spraining his ankle, missing the following contest. There was talk about how he managed to avoid a more serious injury, especially considering his history with ankle problems in recent years. Before being officially ruled out for the game, some footage was shared online showing his effort. The main takeaway here is that he is determined and wants to compete, demonstrating enormous willpower. It was noted that he was seen training shortly after the injury, which is impressive. However, there's a concern about the need for rest, especially before the playoffs. While he mentioned that he feels fine and that the injury is only slightly painful, it is distressing to see so much effort being made constantly when he really needs time to recover. Overall, there is relief that he didn't play in that recent game, as there was hope that the team would act cautiously and that he wouldn't insist on getting back on the court, as someone needs to be the voice of reason, promoting rest and recovery. The focus should really be on recovery, and fortunately, it seems he is heading in the right direction for that. I wish to remain consistent and keep observing, as I see it is essential to have a sensible voice highlighting that someone should rest and dress more casually, as their presence is not indispensable at this moment. The main focus should be recovery, and fortunately, he is showing progress. He was completely ignored and was out of action until an athlete appeared on a podcast accompanied by two others, forming a team that I didn't know was necessary. He shared that he's feeling good, mentioning that there are some advantages to being 27, as recovery tends to be faster, so everything is heading in the right direction. To wrap up this injury update, it's not just about one athlete, but another and a few more. Other team members are starting to feel better, which is excellent with just 9 games left until the playoffs. One player I'm closely following is the one who struggled in several playoff stages last year due to an injury, but is now dealing with an illness. The night before, he commented on his condition, saying he felt good in the last game. He had a small impact because his legs and breathing weren't up to par due to fighting an infection, but the following night he felt really good before the game and realized it would be a great opportunity. He finished the game with 33 points, had an impressive performance, and that's why I trust him. He assured that the night before he felt great, despite fighting the infection. I'm sure challenges will arise, just like in a previous game when he mentioned feeling a little off and winded. The battle will still be constant, but I appreciate hearing that he's feeling good, which indicates progress with each game. And although this isn't strictly an injury update, I will incorporate it. One player is dealing with a known injury and managed to execute his first dunk of the season in a recent game. Although there is no official report on this injury, it suggests that he's feeling relatively well. If he can maneuver the ball around the basket with such energy to execute a dunk, it seems that he's truly feeling good. His defense remains solid, and his offense is starting to become more consistent. I hope he provides us with an official statement soon, but I see this dunk as a very positive sign that everything is going well. This is an exciting moment in the season, so it's important to stay tuned for updates. But before we continue, please remember to subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest news about the Boston Celtics. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. As the NBA season heats up, rumors swirl about one of the most intriguing moves on the horizon, Nikola VUCEVic's potential acquisition by the Boston Celtics. With the Celtics already a powerhouse in the Eastern Conference, adding a seasoned big man like VUCEVIC could be the game changer they need to strengthen their championship aspirations. Fans and analysts alike are buzzing with anticipation, wondering if the Celtics will make a serious push to land the two-time All-Star from the Chicago Bulls. VUCEVIC, 34, has proven to be one of the most consistent and versatile centers in the league over the years. Known for his ability to score efficiently and dominate the boards, The Montenegrin standout has averaged a double-double in almost every season since his All-Star appearances with the Orlando Magic. His recent performances, including a season-high 40 points and 13 rebounds against the Charlotte Hornets in January 2025, have only fueled the speculation. With VUCEVIC still performing at an elite level, it's no surprise that Boston is reportedly considering him as a key addition to their roster. The Celtics' interest in VUCEVIC makes sense on multiple fronts. Boston's current lineup is star-studded, but they've struggled at times with their front-court depth. VUCEVIC would provide the Celtics with a reliable, experienced center who can contribute both offensively and defensively. His ability to stretch the floor with his outside shooting would also complement Boston's already potent perimeter players, such as Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Adding VUCEVIC could help balance the Celtics' attack and create more space for their stars to operate. However, acquiring VUCEVIC wouldn't come without challenges. Despite signing a 3-year, $60 million extension with the Bulls in the summer of 2023, the Celtics would have to navigate the complexities of trade negotiations and salary cap considerations. The Bulls, while rebuilding, may be reluctant to part ways with their all-star center unless the Celtics can offer a compelling package. The potential for a trade, though, has sparked excitement in Boston, as fans dream of a VUCEVIC-Tatum duo capable of making deep playoff runs. With the NBA trade deadline fast approaching, all eyes will be on the Celtics front office. Will they take the plunge and trade for Nikola VUCEVIC to bolster their title hopes? Or will they choose to maintain their current roster and focus on developing their existing talent? Whatever the decision, the possibility of VUCEVIC joining the Boston Celtics has made this season even more thrilling for fans in Beantown. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Boston Celtics, please subscribe to our channel and give the video a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.